I don't like this movie. This opinion will be very controversial, but I stand by it. I personally feel like this is a disappointing conclusion to the MCU, at least with the original cast. Make no mistake, there are stuff in there that is really good, but I feel like its gripes drag the movie down to such a degree that I don't enjoy it. First of all, it's 3 hours long, making for a dreadful viewing to start with. Since my screening of Bumblebee, I've come to fear my bladder, and I was not excited when I heard this movie has a 3 hour long runtime.
And I'm considering putting a catheter in.
Each hour is essentially one act. One might even say each hour is its own separate movie due to the pacing issues. And I knew going in that this was not gonna top Infinity War. Infinity War, with the premise it had, was doomed to fail. But it didn't. They pulled it off, making a movie with like 60 characters, spanning like 15 locations, and still keeping the narrative clean is an amazing feat. Endgame had to do all that and add time travel into the mix. And it didn't work out. So let's get my biggest complaints out of the way, so we can focus on the positives. Captain Marvel. Yeah, of course I'm gonna talk about her. I'm salty as fuck with her inclusion, since it's so goddamn forced. It's super easy to write this movie around her. And I kid you not, after she blows up Sanctuary 2 with no more effort than slicing butter, wiping out more than half of Thanos' forces single-handedly... Hold on, need to take a quick sip. There is a scene where she lands and all other female heroes form up behind her and they bum rush Thanos. I was speechless. They knew exactly what they were doing, and I can't believe I need to emphasize this point again. I hate all these political agendas in my movies. Stop putting them in there. She's pretty much non-existent in the movie until the very end where she carries everything home. That's not a satisfying climax. Could you imagine you just watched the Deathly Hallows Part 1? After which they announce the new prequel movie called Fantastic Beasts, starring completely new characters and all that. And once Deathly Hallows 2 rolls around, just near the end of the Battle of Hogwarts, Newt Scamander comes out and blindsides Voldemort. You would be like, who the fuck is this guy and why should I care?
No, I'll be the first me, not the next Tom Cruise. Thank you very much.
Wow.
This interview is further indication that Brie doesn't have the same spirit as the rest of the cast. To me, she seems super insecure, ready to shut down anything thrown at her as a personal attack.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
Other cringy shit, like Hulk pulling off that dab and Thor playing Fortnite. Oh, goddamn, I got a rant about Thor. Thor has had one of the coolest developments out of all the Avengers as of late. He gets the fucking shaft in this one. Thor's character is downplayed to such a degree that I don't see the point of his movies now. He feels depressed since he failed to stop Thanos from snapping, which is understandable, but he has now resorted to being constantly drunk, fat, and playing Fortnite all day long. You can definitely have a failure arc for Thor, I'm all aboard for that, but don't do it at the expense of his previous character development. I feel like this is a complete backtrack of his character. Time travel logic is thrown straight out the window, as in the characters specifically say, it's not like the Back to the Future movies, blah blah blah. So the movie straight up tells you to forget everything you know, or think you know, about time travel, and follow the movie's logic instead. I interpret this as the movie telling you to shut the fuck up and don't think, otherwise it's not gonna make sense and plot holes are gonna pop up everywhere, and trust me, they do. That's not a good way to go about it. In fact, this time heist, as Ant-Man calls it, is one of the most interesting aspects of the movie. I would have liked to see some expansion on that shit instead of Fat Thor and Fortnite jokes. The dramatic elements of the movie are lessened by the fact that they're fighting a pressed version of Thanos, meaning that this Thanos is not the one responsible for the snap at the end of Infinity War. Oh yeah, this is a real nitpick, but I feel somewhat cheated after watching all those fucking Netflix shows, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter, and everything. And not to have an appearance of the Defenders at the end. Just some kind of reward for putting all this time down to watch every single Netflix show. Connected universe my ass, is all I wanna say. So all in all, the movie is loud, it's stupid, it's messy. Besides that, it's pretty fun. There's so much more to talk about why I dislike where this all went, but I had to streamline this review, otherwise it would have taken too long. Now, what did I enjoy? I'm gonna keep this short since I need to round this off, but I loved how a lot of the characters have personal resolutions within this film. Thor with his mother, Tony with his dad, Steve with Peggy, and so on and so on. I like that. That's pretty much my favorite aspect of the movie. Captain America is great in this movie. Had the time travel aspects been done better, I would have loved that too. Basically, they Back to the Future 2 this. Going back to the same locations, trying to avoid their past selves, trying to retrieve an item or blah 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 blah. I like that, but I wish they would have improved it and had more of it, I should say. But those are basically the best part of this movie. Thank you guys so much for watching this review, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a comment or a like. I would very much appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Vortex out.